everybody, and welcome to Shelley's Everyday Adventures. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm out today in this beautiful weather. I'm in Maryland, and it's mid-March. This weather is in the 70s, and there's some sun shining. It's absolutely gorgeous. I needed to get out and get some vitamin D. So, wanted to talk a little bit today. I've been doing a lot of thinking about anxiety and depression. Seems to be a pretty big epidemic now since 2020, but it was a problem before then. So I read somewhere that depression is when you worry about the past, and anxiety is when you worry about what's going to happen in the future. And when you put the two together, it's quite a recipe for disaster. So I find myself doing that sometimes. So I have tried to pull back, and I think we all need to concentrate more on the here and now and not worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or what happened last week, last year, whenever. You can't change the past. We all know that. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. I get it. You can't change the past. You can't change what other people are going to do in the future. The only thing that you really can do is change your perspective, change what you're going to do. So I see a lot of these other prepper channels talking about how you need to prepare, you need to grow gardens, you need to do all these things. Okay, I agree. If you have the property, if you have the land, you need to garden. You should learn that skill. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But having said that, I also believe that there are a whole lot of people in this world who do not have that option. Their only option is to buy food, stockpile food. So that's the way they're going to have to go. That's the way they're going to have to deal with it, by stockpiling, because growing a garden isn't something everyone can do. And then there are some people who just don't want to do it. I get that. I don't think that's a wise choice, but some people don't want to do it. They would just rather stockpile. And again, I'm not putting that down. There's nothing wrong with stockpiling. You can buy 25 years shelf life food, put it away, and, probably be just fine. But you don't know. But you're not going to have, you don't need to obsess. You don't need to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. You just don't. It's not going to change anything. I look at the headlines. I've seen things. I watch the other prepping channels, and I know what they're talking about. I know that they're talking about Haiti falling apart at the seams, and a gang of cannibalistic people have taken over, apparently. I don't know. But where do you think all those people from that little island are going to come to escape that? They're coming here. We're already pretty much full, but I don't need to preach about that either. We're going to move on. I've also watched some videos where Moscow, Russia, was being attacked. We're living in an age where we don't know what is true and what's not. The mainstream media, they don't tell us anything. They're not going to tell us the truth. I think other countries are telling their people to prepare, to put food back, to, get ready for something that might come. But our government isn't saying anything. Not that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised by that at all. But, there's a lot of headlines in the news. Israel, the whole thing. These are things that we can't control. These are things that we shouldn't worry about. We need to worry about our immediate family, our immediate area. That's the only thing that we can, as a prepper, that we can control, is ourselves and our area of influence, is what I wanted to say. So anyway, I want to encourage everybody to get out there, and I know you hear this all the time, but learn a new skill, maybe take a new class. I took a CPR class. At one point I was a fitness instructor, and I've had CPR and first aid and all that stuff. So I want to take a refresher course on it so that I can refresh myself a little bit. I've even taken courses on pet CPR and first aid. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I noticed there's an herb growing class near me. I was thinking about taking that. They talk about the medicinal quality of herbs and how to make salves and tinctures and different things like that. Also thought that would be kind of cool. However, that class is $1,000, and I'm not entirely sure that I can spend $1,000 on a course right now. So maybe I'll just buy a book and read about it. And in my previous videos, you may have seen that I am growing some herbs. I bought those little planters with the herbs already in them, and planted them on one of my videos. And now I'm just waiting for them to grow. So I will do a video and show you when they start to grow. And yeah, I will show you a video of my garden when I get it going. It is March, so here in Maryland, we don't start our gardens until around the 10th of May. It's usually around Mother's Day. That's when we plant them outside. Now I can start in, growing in my house. My son-in-law is big into gardening, and he starts his plants in his basement. It was so cute because the other day, he's deathly afraid of snakes. He hates snakes. So he has a grow light in the basement, and it's an older house. He had purchased it from my in-laws. Anyway, so he goes down there and he has his grow light on and he's growing his plants, and he went down to water them, and on top of his grow light was it was a baby black snake, basically, is what it was, which totally made him scream like a girl. And that's okay, but it was funny. So yeah, he's a big gardener, and maybe I'll take you a tour of his garden when he gets everything in. Right now I'm walking through the fields. This is the fields where I live. This is my family farm. It's been in the family since 1924. Yeah, there's about 400 acres here. We used to milk cows. We don't milk anymore. We just grain farm. Milking cows got to, well, it got to the point where there were so many rules and regulations that we couldn't keep up. So, and it got more expensive, and so now we're just doing the grain farming, which is okay. I mean, we're doing all right. So anyway, just wanted to give you some nuggets to think about. Like I said, growing is not for everyone. You might just need to stockpile. Maybe that'll be enough to get you through. Hopefully it will be. We need to stop and think and consciously try not to obsess about the past or the future, and try to live in the moment. Again, I know that's not as easy done as it is said, but we'd all be happier if we could learn to master that skill, I believe. Anyway, this is Shelly's Everyday Adventures. The things that I say on this channel are strictly my opinion, and I love that you're here. So like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.